Hello, I'm gonna try to read your name. It's IOU two, right? Yeah, cool. Okay. So you grabbed the short video, didn't get a great throw, but two videos, one normal and one focused on the protraction. Sometimes when I do that and manage to lead into the Antia style, I'm not particularly well versed in his form. I understand a lot of people like him. I have seen some things that I don't prefer in his style. Like, I think he drives with his rear leg a lot, is what I initially saw. But I have not looked at his throw a lot, so I'm not super up on him. But I like this part. I get the sensation of tension flowing down my arm. That sounds really good. Tension usually is a bad word, but flowing is a good word. So I think the flowing is more important than tension. I think I know what you mean. And then what you're describing here makes a lot of sense. Feels like the disc is trying its hardest to first get into my armpit and then get into my elbow crease and then it rips out. So that is like another phrase for that is loading the pocket. Like I talk about driving your elbow forward at a rate and with an impulse where the disc naturally curls in towards your right pec or your armpit or to your elbow crease, if you're getting a really deep coil, then rips out. Those throws go about as far as usual, but they come out clean and with less early and late releases. So that's because you're getting a better sling effect, like they probably come out with more spin too. So they're not going further right now because whatever you're changing changes the micro timing of your pocket forming. I don't even like saying that word, but that's your whip coiling in is better and therefore your whip coiling out is better. So it's not necessarily going to increase your distance, but like you're saying, it does make it cleaner. So keep doing that. And what you'll find is that over time, as your body gets used to that micro timing, you will be able to push it in air quotes more effectively. So putting in a little bit more effort without adding more tension will allow you to achieve more distance. So I think you're absolutely on the right track, and louder snap is a really good sign too. Okay, so let's take a look at these. I have not seen them yet, so this is blind. Okay, so this is regular. Okay. Solid. I really like the transition off of the X step. I think you're doing that a lot better than the vast majority of people. You're not anchoring. You're low in the X step. It's nice and controlled. You're keeping your toe at the camera. And I think Seabass would approve because your butt is ahead. Like Hershiser wall drill stuff, you were leading with your butt here. That is, I believe Seabass approved. I like your front toe position. Performance alert. Your computer is too old. Someone needs to buy you a new laptop. Fix now, dismiss. Dismiss. But also, buy me a new laptop. That's okay, I'll do it. Really like the front leg. Really good shift. It's tiny bit of hip opening before the plant, which is what the pros do, so can't tell you it's wrong. Position looks really, really good. Rear leg maybe a touch too far south. Yes, because the rear leg is just rotating rather than moving northeast on a T-pad. You don't have to throw that way. A lot of people don't throw that way and throw very well. That's just my thing is I want to get your, oh, I need my draw tool. I want to get your rear leg more behind you. This would be good for you specifically because we're fighting late releases. So your leg is here. If we could instead get your leg to be on the ground there, moving towards that direction, that force in your back rear quadrant here would limit. So if we quadrant you like this, having a break there would limit you going too far here, which causes early or late releases rather. Oof, you're fast. Makes sense. Okay, so this is the normal throw. Yeah, throw one, no specific mental focus. You're still getting to a very deep pocket. That's good. You throw well, turns out. Not that deep pocket is the only way to throw well, but I think your form is pretty solid. Stuff we could change for sure, but okay. So, but not a lot of. I mean, there's some shoulder protraction. Yeah, like there, I see a shadow a little bit there that makes me think that the shoulder socket is sticking out towards us a little bit. So let's see the other. Yeah, man, that's some speed. Well, I guess there's 2 frames there, but that's pretty quick. I would caution you a little bit about this. I don't like that. I would prefer that you get into the heel sooner and have less misalignment of toe and knee. You're young and athletic. I don't think there's a you're gonna break your stuff tomorrow issue, but I don't like that amount of torsion on the knee. It's generally not a good thing long term. So post to post drill would help you get more of a feel of keeping the toe back, keeping the knee back, keeping the front of the femur back, and that would release just before this point, like maybe when the disc is right there. This releases a little bit before the disc releases. I think is what happens. Check Axiom. Axiom, is that right? Anthem disc golf. Axiom makes discs. Anthem films discs. Check it. Don't take my word for it. Look at your favorite pros. See when they release their disc versus when they release their front toe. Okay, anyways. Let's go to your other video, which is that's my stuff. Let me pull up your other video. Hold on. Okay, we made it. Here's the protraction video. Trying to keep the shoulder protracted. So just play it at full speed once. Yeah, I can't see a difference full speed, but yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see anything even click pausing. So let's go to the frame by frame. So I don't see a ton of protraction there. Because it looks, and this may be like feel versus real. Like it doesn't matter what your body does. If this throw feels better to you, then do that. But your shoulders seem like they're still pretty well in line. Protraction would be this shoulder pushing forward, which is currently backwards. So the shoulder capsule being there would be aggressive protraction. But I'm kind of biased because I have hyper shoulder mobility, I think. Okay, but maybe there's a little bit more there than the other one. Yeah, a little bit. It's super hard to see this stuff without like motion capture gears software stuff, but so I don't see a ton of difference. Maybe film from behind and then we could see like if we had a back view here, I think we would see this shoulder projecting towards the camera a little farther. Like if the camera's back here and we're looking past you, I think we would see that there's a curve here from shoulder to shoulder. So I mean, I guess visually this is reasonably different than the other one. So why I think this cue works for you is like exactly what I said in the comment, I think, in my TED Talk comment. If we think of cardinal directions, so this is north, south, east, and west. When you protract, you're getting your shoulder further west, further towards the camera here. So then the impulse from rotation of your shoulder, when the shoulder is further east, the disc gets pulled into the rotation point more, which loads your pocket more, which when you coil the whip up better, the whip uncoils more aggressively and you're more likely to get to a well-established hit point. So I think that's why this makes more sense for you. I think the next thing to add would be getting this to be not so far south and be moving a little bit more in this direction. So if that leg is shorter and moves behind you more, then you're it's going to add compression. So what the cue that you're doing of protract the shoulder more, like I don't even want to say this, but other coaches say it gets you more space in front of your chest for the disc to go to. I think about it of it gets your whip wrapped up better, gets your arm coiled more, ready to sling out. So you're getting a deeper coil in your elbow and maybe your wrist and definitely your finger pivot. So you're getting a deeper coil, that's why it works better. That deeper coil you're getting would be expressed into a cleaner hit point and an earlier hit point if we can move the leg from here to over there, because then you're just going to get more containment by virtue of this going that way. It's going to stop all the upper body stuff from going that way as much, and there's going to be a stop here at 10:30 and your hit is going to be closer to 10:30 rather than like 11ish where it probably is right now. Let's see if we can even see that. That's not bad. But again, like the idea is just to move this earlier on the clock face by moving this also earlier on the clock face to where it's there on the ground behind you rather than here. Yeah, so I think you're doing a great job. Nothing wrong with your throw at all. This is brilliant if you like Tool. Like, we all have thoughts about AI. I don't prefer it, but like, damn, that's a good song. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it there. It looks great. I would suggest moving the rear leg counterweight more east to make the changes you've already found with the shoulder protraction even better. Okay, good luck. See ya.